The great chamber of the Galactic Council filled with low, rumbling laughter when the human delegate arrived. He was small, much smaller than most of the beings present. His posture was calm, almost too relaxed for the imposing setting. His clothing was simple, functional, a stark contrast to the ornate regalia worn by the other diplomats. Many in the room assumed he was just an assistant or a courier, someone sent to deliver a message, certainly not the focus of the day's proceedings. No one, absolutely no one, expected him to be the center of attention. In this council, strength was measured in a very straightforward way, by mass and reach. By every visible metric, the human ranked laughably low. One delegate, a towering creature of crystalline structure, remarked to his neighbor that the human looked fragile, as if a strong breeze might knock him over. Another, a multi-limbed being with sharp mandibles, noted that the human's hands were empty. No weapons, no technology, nothing. The mood remained light, dismissive. Throughout all of this, the human said nothing. He simply stood beside a sealed transport crate. The crate itself was unremarkable, compact, unmarked, and showing no signs of activity. Scanners returned minimal threat indicators. No heat spikes, no power drawer. It was, for all intents and purposes, just a box. The council, growing impatient, requested the demonstration begin. They were ready for a quick and amusing failure. The human placed one hand on the crate's latch, waiting for the formal signal. When it came, he didn't hesitate. He opened the crate. A creature stepped out slowly, deliberately. It wasn't large. It didn't roar or snarl. It moved with a quiet, deliberate economy, its eyes tracking every single motion in the room without ever turning its head. The laughter in the chamber faded into an uneasy silence. The aliens began to reassess, though some quickly relaxed again. The creature seemed unimpressive. Its frame was low to the ground, its limbs compact. There was no visible armor plating, no energy field shimmering around it. The creature padded over and sat beside the human, perfectly still. Its breathing was slow and even, but you could see the muscles engaged and ready just beneath its hide. The human rested his hand near its head, a familiar history without actually touching. The council, now more curious than amused, ordered a challenge. A native apex species from the council's homeworld was released into the central arena. It was a massive, aggressive beast, bred for combat, and it charged immediately, its roar shaking the very foundations of the hall. The creature beside the human didn't move. The attacking beast closed half the distance in a blur of motion, and then it stopped. Its entire posture shifted. It hesitated, confusion and a flicker of something else, fear, spreading through its movements. It was then that the human's companion stood. It moved forward with a sudden, impossible burst of speed. The impact was silent, but decisive. The fight, if you could even call it that, ended in a matter of seconds. Bone failed. Nerve response ceased. Complete, utter silence followed. The council members stared at the remains, their advanced scanners frantically updating threat ratings in real time. The numbers flashing on their displays exceeded all previous records, shattering every known scale. The creature calmly returned to the human's side and sat down again, as if nothing had happened. Finally, the human spoke. His voice was quiet, but carried across the silent chamber. He said this animal was his pet. He explained that it wasn't trained for combat. It was simply bred by nature, a product of evolution on his world. He told them that, on Earth, size doesn't define dominance. Efficiency does. Adaptation does. Persistence does. The council, now thoroughly humbled, requested data. The human provided it. The creature's species had survived multiple mass extinctions. It had hunted prey far above its weight class for millennia. On its home planet, it had no natural predators. The aliens finally understood, far too late. The human hadn't brought a weapon. He had brought a companion that sat at the absolute top of its ecosystem. The session was dismissed early. Apologies were issued. Protocols were revised. Earth's threat classification was increased so sharply it set a new precedent. The human left quietly, his pet following faithfully at his side. He didn't look back. But for everyone who witnessed it, the lesson remained seared into their minds. Never, ever judge power by size. Thanks for watching.